12, convection. So in this class we will be covering a forced convection. Okay. Now these are the problems related to forced convection. So let's solve the problems. So atmospheric air at 400 Kelvin. Okay, he has given the temperature of the fluid, flows with a velocity of 4 meters per second. So he has given the velocity of the fluid which is flowing along a flat plate of 1 meter long, maintained at a uniform temperature of 300 Kelvin. The average heat transfer coefficient is 7.75. He has given the H average. Using Reynolds-Colburn analogy, estimate the drag force exerted on the plate per 1 meter width. Okay. Now, so what he has given, the infinity temperature of the fluid, that is T infinity of the fluid is 400 Kelvin. Okay. So V infinity. So you can see in the data handbook where V infinity is replaced with U. Okay. So don't get confused. So all the further problems which I will be solving, which I have used as V infinity. Okay. So in the data handbook it is U. Okay, you remember this. 4 meters per second. The length of the plate he has given as 1 meters per second. Now wall temperature he has given, that is plate 7. Okay, what is the 300 Kelvin? Now H is 7.75. So he is asking to find the drag force. Okay. Now what is the very first step you have to solve is to find the film temperature, that is mean film temperature. If you go to data handbook page number 121, okay, this is the new edition. Okay, so there you can find the formula which is TF, TW plus T infinity by 2. You can take the wall temperature and the fluid temperature, take an average of those two, you will be getting 350 Kelvin, or you can convert into degree Celsius, that is minus 273, you will get 77 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now you have to find the properties of air. Okay, properties of air at 77 degree Celsius. Okay, this is very much important, because if you see in the data handbook, so there you have with respect to 70 and 80, that's all, but you have to find the properties of the fluid at 77 degrees Celsius. So you can use the interpolation method. So this is the formula which is related to interpolation. Okay, so this is the formula which is related to interpolation. So now, so this formula, that is density at 77 degrees Celsius is equals to density at 70 plus density at 80 minus density at 70 divided by temperature at 80 minus temperature at 70 into T77 minus T70. So this is the usual formula you have to use to find the values with respect to density. Okay, this is very much important, guys. Okay, so then similarly you have to find for Cp, then you have to find for Pr. The procedure remains the same. So you can see the interpolation formula here. So this is the formula which you have to use to find the value of Y. Y means density. Okay, clear? Now next, so at 77 degrees Celsius, for example, 70 density at 70 and density at 80, you have to note it down from the page number 42. You have to substitute here, and T80 means 80 here directly, and 70 here, 77 minus 70 degrees. Okay, if you substitute, you will be getting 1.0087 kg per meter cube for 77 degrees Celsius. Okay, similarly you have to do it for Cp and Pr, which is Prandtl number. Okay, once you get the values, the properties of the fluid, now use the formula Reynolds-Colburn analogy. Okay, Reynolds-Colburn analogy. So this formula you will be getting from data handbook. Okay, you just go to page number 122. Okay, so there you will be getting the formula. Okay, so if you substitute the values of, and one more thing here is, which is very much important that you have to remember, to find the CFL. Okay, so this is just an analogy that you have to use it. CFL, what is CFL? If you go to page number 121, so there you can see in the notations. Okay, I repeat, you see in the notations, that is third column, page number 121. This is page number 121. So there you will be getting the CFX. You can see there. You just replace X with L. Okay. So here you will be having the formula. Just replace it with tau. Okay. We have the formula there. CFX is nothing but 2 times of H divided by rho C V infinity into PR to the power of 2 by 3. Okay. Now, so once you get the rearrange the formula, you will be getting this value. Just substitute the value of H, rho, Cp and V infinity. Prandtl number here we found it out from the data handbook. Okay. Once you get the value, substitute, you will be getting CFL. Now drag force. Drag force is nothing but tau is equals to force by area. That's all. The force is equals to tau into area. What is tau average? Okay. So there we will be getting the value of tau average as this one. CFL into, there we will be getting tau Wx, that is average. Okay. Rho V infinity square by 2 into AS. What is AS? Surface area. What is surface area? He has given 1 meter long here. So 1 into 1. So if you substitute, we are getting the drag force as 24.05 into 10 raised to minus 3 newtons. Okay. So this completes the problem. Now next second problem. Air at atmospheric pressure of temperature 30 degrees Celsius flows with a velocity of 1.5 meters per second along the plate. Find distance from the leading edge of the plate where transition begins from laminar to turbulent flow. Okay, as asking the distance. The drag force acting per meter width over the distance from the leading edge to the transition part. Okay. Now assume the transition Reynolds number as 5 into 10 raised to 5 and plate surface temperature as 70 degrees Celsius. Now, so let's see how to solve this. T infinity has given as 30 degrees Celsius, that is the temperature of the fluid. Similarly, plate temperature he has given, wall temperature. V infinity, as I told you in the data handbook, it is U. Okay, don't get confused. So similarly, Reynolds, you can understand 5 into 10 raised to 5, L and FD. So these are the two unknowns, you have to find it out. The very first step is to find the mean film temperature TF as TW plus T infinity by 2, 70 plus 30 by 2. So that is 50 degree Celsius. If you go to page number 42, you can note here the data handbook. So there you can find the properties of the air at 50 degrees Celsius. You just write it down the values. Okay. Viscosity, Prandtl number, thermal conductivity and density. Now, the very first step is to find the length of the plate where transition starts from the leading edge. Okay. So now you to find the length. If you go to page number 120, so there you have the different formulas related to dimensionless numbers. So there if you check for Reynolds number, so there you have Reynolds number as UL by V, correct? V is viscosity. So V, I just wrote it in terms of V infinity. Okay, don't get confused. Just substitute the values of RE, V infinity, L we have to find it out, and viscosity. So there L you will get as 5.98 meters. Okay. Second one is drag force acting on the plate. So how to find? You know, drag force is equals to tau average into AS. Okay. So tau average you have to find it out first. So from there you have to use this CFL formula, which is in terms of tau average. Okay. So this formula will be getting in data handbook page number 121. That is in the third column, notations column. So there you know density, you know V infinity, CFL. So to find the CFL, so this is the step you have to find it out. So if you go to page number 122, you have to find the page number 121. So there you can see in the very first column, that is laminar flow. Okay, laminar flow. There you can see CFL. Okay, that is local. 1.328 REL power of minus 0.5. Okay. So if you substitute here, you will be getting CFL as 1.878 into 10 raised to minus 3. Once you get the value, just substitute it back here to get the value of tau average. Okay, once you get the value of tau average, you know the drag force is nothing but shear stress into AS. Okay, what is AS? Area. Okay, so length into breadth. So what is length here? 5.98. Just substitute here 5.98 into 1. So there you will be getting the drag force. Okay, so this completes the problem. So this is the important terms you have to remember, that is for laminar flow over flat plate, hydrodynamic boundary layer thickness. Okay, hydrodynamic boundary layer thickness at the distance from the leading edge, is given by delta Hx as 5x into Rex to the power of minus 0.5. So all these formulas you will be getting in terms of from the data handbook page number 121, thermal boundary layer, and to find the local heat transfer coefficient. Okay, these are the formulas you have to remember. Okay, anyhow you will be getting from the data handbook. Okay, so we shall solve the next problem. Yes, as I have inserted here data handbook, so it will be very easy for you to understand how to take the properties of air from the data handbook. So let's see how to solve. Air at 10 degrees Celsius and at atmospheric pressure is flowing over a flat plate at a velocity of 3 meters per second. If the plate is 30 centimeter wide and at a temperature of 60 degrees, calculate the following at x. He has given the distance. Okay, so x you have to use now. So these are the certain terms you have to find it out. Let's see how to solve this. So what he has given the air, that is fluid temperature, that is 10 degrees Celsius. Next is V infinity. Okay, 3 meters per second. X is equals to 0.3 and wall temperature as 60 degree Celsius. Now mean film temperature is Tf is equals to Tw plus T infinity. 60 plus 10 by 2. You will be getting film temperature as 35. So check in the data handbook, which is page number 42, what are the properties of air at 35 is. So these are the properties. So just write it down all the parameters. Next is to determine whether flow is laminar or turbulent. So how to determine whether the flow is laminar or turbulent? So Reynolds number plays an important role to determine whether the flow is laminar or turbulent. So you can find on the page number 120, that is Reynolds number is V infinity into L by V. Just replace L by X. He has given the distance. So 54611.65 you got. So it is less than the 5 into 10 raised to 5. Hence the flow is laminar. Okay. So if it is greater than this, we can decide it is turbulent. Okay. Simple. Since it is 35, you have to take a average of these two, or you can take a interpolation method. Okay. Next. Okay. The very first step is to find the boundary layer thickness. You can see here boundary layer thickness. Okay, so same formula we have to use. Substitute the value of x and Re. Okay, you will be getting delta Hx. Next, local friction coefficient, which is Cfx. Okay, just substitute the value of this. This is the x value. Okay, next, local shear stress, tau x. So this formula you will be getting from here, which I will keeping telling from the past two problems. So this is the method of taking the values from the data handbook. Okay, now next, total drag force. Drag force is shear stress average into area, surface area. So here tau average is nothing but 2 times the tau x. So this is very much important, you have to remember this. Okay, 2 into tau x. So this is tau x, since we have taken here Cfx. Okay, average is equals to 2 times the local. So this is very much important, you have to remember this. Okay, 2 into tau x. Next, thermal boundary layer thickness, delta H is nothing but delta Hx into Prandtl number whole to the power of minus 0.33. So you can see here delta Tx, which is thermal. Okay, next one is local heat transfer coefficients to find the Hx. How to find Hx? There are no direct formulas. Hence, if you see from the same page number, there you can see the Nusselt number. Okay, in the previous slide. So there you can see page number 121. You can see the Nusselt number is equals to 0.332. Okay. So from here you substitute the value of RE and PR. You will be getting the value of Nusselt number as this. And how to find the value of Hx from this? You can see from the page number 120, that is this one. Nusselt number is HL by K. Replace L with X. Okay. He has given the X value. So substitute the value of Xk to find the value of Hx. Since Hx he has given, so you have, whenever if you want to substitute it in terms of formula, just multiply it with 2. Okay. So heat transfer coefficient, that is Hx. Next is heat transfer rate from the plate, that is Q is equals to HA delta T. Here H is represents the average. Here Hx is given, hence you have to multiply H average is 2 times Hx. Okay, remember this guys, very much important. Next area is B into L, 0.3 into 0.3. So we'll be getting the heat transfer rate as 56.12 watts. Okay, so this completes the important formulas related to forced convection. Okay, thank you guys.